All right, we're live. The beautiful thing about having my own YouTube channel is I can go live whenever I want to, which isn't frequent, but I am in promotion mode. The crazy thing is, I'm already noticing I've been talking so much, my voice is getting sore. So I don't know how long I'll go tonight, but I had a story to talk about. Obviously, we'll talk a little bit about Dracula and a few other things as well. So I'm going to actually make sure that I share this out so people will see it. I've already posted 2 videos today, kicking it into gear, which has been fun. I'm trying to think of fun video content that is not rehashing the same things. So that is a challenge, but I've had some fun doing that. And I've got some more stuff coming up. Eric had a really good idea for me, and that was, hey, why don't you do a video of the Downcast reading order, because it's getting confusing because of the different print publications. I think that's a good idea. I'll have to do an informative, like, short video, like they're out there for every other series, but Downcast probably needs one. It doesn't seem that complicated to me. It's just one storyline, but once you start printing more books, it gets more complicated. So I'm gonna better share this stream out because I don't know if notifications are coming out. The way I do this is, there we go. I find my own live stream, and then I'm gonna share this to Twitter and tweet. Beautiful. That's how notifications work now. All right. So, few things to talk about. The whole World Dracula Day has been interesting. I did not know it was a thing, and now all I see is Dracula everywhere. I think the algorithms are coming for me. So that's kind of interesting. We're not going to really talk about that much today, but while we're here, Friday night, I don't know, is a crazy time to stream. 4 people watching. That's a start. Roland's here. Just noticed that stream reservation as it went live. Yeah, it didn't. I don't know if it's sending out notifications at all. Just about to head to sleep, but wanted to pop in and say it's cool to see Dracula doing well. Keep the good work and have a great night. Hey, thank you so much. Seriously, I am. It's crazy to me to think how long ago was it? 4 years ago, something like that, almost. Started my YouTube channel, and now here, I'm still making comic books, and I'm still able to do this. We're still funded in the first day, in fact. So it's pretty cool. So thank you, appreciate you. I appreciate focusing on having the video content still being fun. Yeah, I'm trying. It definitely doesn't come natural to me. At this point, you would think you can learn it, but it's still, YouTube is a tough for me. It's a struggle. But that's why, making it fun is the place to go. So we're gonna look at this. This is, I'm gonna share my screen. Share screen. Here we go. Okay. So again, this is what I do often when I'm trying to find out what's happening in comics. Now let me zoom in. There we go. Um, I'll just Google comics news and just see what's happening. And then when I see what's happening, it's either interesting or boring. And most of the lately, especially, it's been boring. When 2 of the 4 stories that it's showing you are NPR microface auction, what's happening? This must be terribly interesting. So we're going to look into it. Eric Hammond's here. Hey, Clint, I don't think anyone knew you were up. I don't think so yet. I don't even know if it's notifying anyone that I'm streaming, but we're gonna muscle through it. So appreciate you being here. We're getting people. I just started, so we're climbing. We're climbing. All right. So 2 of them are this microface thing with NPR, and I wonder, most of the time when comics news breaks out of like Bleeding Cool, comics beat, like your typical comic book news, surely there must be something incredibly interesting that they're talking about for it to break out there. But 2 NPR stories, it turns out that NPR somehow heard that there was money in comics. This is always how the story goes. And how do you make a quick buck? Well, they actually took every single gimmick they could think of to make a comic book the most collectible comic book ever. Now, I don't know if they're trying to be hilarious about this. I think they think it's funny and they're going to try and make some money. But this is actually a massive indictment on the comic book industry, because if NPR is scooping up all the top spots in a search engine, um, with a gimmick, literally making fun of the fact that comic book gimmicks make them collectible, and it's working. That's kind of embarrassing. So we're gonna look through a few of these and get into it. K Manifesto is here. What's up? Great to see you, K Manifesto. What about is here? Ahoy, one and all, Hell Sweet Cast. Hey, great to have you here. NPR is rife with left-wing bias so bad it borders on propaganda at times. Yeah, it's also just not interesting to me personally. So I rarely, I honestly, I don't even know if I've ever actually just straight up listened to NPR. It'll be clips here and there that come up, but it's in the news. When you Google comics news, this is the most interesting thing happening, according to Google search results, which could also be biased. So they made the most collectible comic book ever. To make and underline how silly this is, they actually put it in a case. It looks like a gun case. It's got padding on the inside. They're going to make it scarce. So what makes an item collectible? I better make this bigger so you guys can see it. Yo, wrong screen. Come on. There we go. Bigger. Bigger. That's as big as it gets. All right, what makes an item collectible? Is it scarcity, or the passage of time, or say a bold and mythology making stunt performed by the rock band Kiss? As it turns out, it is all of the above and more. At a recent live show, we went on a journey through collectible history to learn what gives collectible items their value. And since these tactics work for companies like Marvel, we decided to try them out for ourselves. Yes, we decided to transform our very own Microface comic book into the most collectible item of all time. If you can just wheel it, so that's all you have to do is just make it be, and it will be, apparently. And lo, the Microface Origins edition was born. What's more, this very special collectible to end all collectibles could be yours. That's right. We're offering it to you, the chance to bid on our 1-for-1 official collectible comic book. The auction lasts only 1 week. Don't miss out on a chance to make history. So they made literally one comic book, and it's based off a public domain character named Microface. And they're specifically doing this to try and make money. So Control Plus is Zoom. Thank you, Roland. I got it. I just had it on my other screen, and that was a problem. All right, so here's Microface. It's a 48-page comic book. Does that surprise anybody? It doesn't surprise me. It's literally one comic book. Or this particular version they have is one comic book, because it looks like right here you can just buy it for $6.99 straight up. The money goes to NPR. I'm not really interested in it whatsoever. This story is bananas, says the squirrel holding a martini. It's a #1 issue. All right, so what this is I guess it's a public domain superhero that has a microphone strapped to his face, hence the name Microface. And this makes it worth money. How much money is it worth? We'll take a look at the auction. We'll see where it's at, if you really want to bid on it. So let's see. Planet Money went searching through thousands of public domains. So Planet Money must be NPR's money talk show. And this is the most interesting comic book related stuff they could come up with, was money. That is a crime. When you think about it. They went searching through thousands of public domain characters and fell in love with the 1940s Sonic Avenger Microface, which could be cool if you did this story. Like if Von Klaus did Microface, I think he would do a fantastic job with this. Let's see. He continues. He was everything a podcast could have hoped for. Super sensitive hearing, photoelectric vision, and the kicker, a microphone strapped to his face. Okay, so this is it. Let's see. Next one. Microface auction, the most collectible of all time. Now they're announcing it has an auction. This is the package that you get. So it's not just one comic book. It's a gun case, which looks like it's very crudely cut foam to fit everything inside. That looks pretty bad, actually. It has a very old page with Microface in it, or this looks like a poor condition, ripped part of Microface original Golden Age, whatever it is. And here's their new one. It has a golden stamp. Is this where they have pictures on the front? No, we'll go to the eBay listing and look at their pictures. But they've added gimmicks to it, including one that when you open it up, it will make a sound. Yeah, Roland, you're right. Bro, it's not even slabbed. You would think you'd think they'd slab it at the least, but they haven't. They haven't even gone that far. Astounding. Truly astounding. So you do get some original, let's look like thumbnail layouts as well. The comic book itself is very gimmicky. And I mean, the art is, it's whatever, but there's more about this. Let's see. Here's what you get. Now for the fun stuff. Microface Origins Editions features one, an embossed variant cover by interior artist Jamal Igle. Now hold on here a minute. We know Jamal Igle, but he did a variant cover. So you get this old one. They added a variant cover of the old one. I'm guessing that that's what they're talking about. Okay. All right. A one of a kind audio message from Microface himself that plays when the comic book is opened to the center page. So they did one of those gift card noise machine things. They only had to do it once. I don't know what the message would be, but you know, they tore a gift card apart to make it work. 3, the official foil seal of Planet Money's Real Shell Corporation, Delahoo. I feel like these are all inside jokes. You'd have to listen to the podcast for it. It's not working. I'm still not listening to the podcast. But there you go. They get the stamp here of approval. It doesn't even look like a stamp, though. It looks like one of those stickers that comes in a, make your own certificate kit or something like that. They slap that on the front. 4, it comes with a signed, numbered, and authenticated piece of the material used by Planet Money to create Micromask sound effects in the radio drama premiere of Microface in episode 3 of our superhero series. So a certified, this is all gimmick. So you get where I'm going here. The point is, this is the most interesting thing that Google can find in comics. I am shocked. This is why it's so hard to make videos about comics news. That's all they have. It's crazy. So let's see. We're going to go. This is the eBay auction. It's currently up to $911, which I guess that's impressive. I don't know. But there you go. There it is. Anyway, let's talk about Dracula. So far, $12,550. We've passed the first part of the campaign, got funded, past 10K, actually hit 11K in the first day, which is fantastic. On track to have a good campaign. And now we've hit the stage of the campaign where things are a slog. So I'm still trying to get the word out there. This is always what you do at this point in a campaign. And we will continue to get a word out there. My mailing list has been absolutely fantastic. And I'm trying to find ways to utilize the mailing list better. It was interesting when the secret perk ran out. It's always a guess, like how many should I limit this to? You can't just have it unlimited. You have to limit it. But we sold out of the secret perk relatively quickly, which was cool. At the same time, it was just, I don't know, it was shocking. I don't know what to expect. So I'm almost thinking, do I reopen or add a few more secret perks? Don't want to have too many. I don't know. I'm considering it, or maybe adding something different entirely. But obviously nothing that's going to change, the basis, the roots of the campaign. So yeah, it's been going well. We're selling these digital copies. So far, I think all of them have been to overseas backers too, which has been nice. The t-shirts, don't let this 12 fool you. I already have the most t-shirt sales that I've ever had on any campaign ever. This would be my 3rd time trying a t-shirt. And I thought, I'm not going to do t-shirts anymore. They're too expensive for the small print run. Like, you have to get a bigger print one. I'd have to sell more. Turns out a very simple shirt with just a logo on it, people like that. That makes sense. I think that's personally what I'd prefer anyway. But this t-shirt has already sold more than I've ever sold. We're getting close to 100 t-shirts sold, which is fantastic. That'll help me get the price down and get some really quality t-shirts too. Kelsey Shannon's hardcover is killing it. He's got 90 sold right here. Again, this is just for this particular cover. Both of these covers have been selling well. You can see hardcover B has sold 36. And so that's a difference of less than 60, 54, if my math is correct. And that holds true in the back end because these are all selling together here as well. So that's pretty nice to see those covers selling. Eric Kennedy posted his process on the cover art, which was really cool. And there you go, both covers 11. So still a really fresh campaign. It's been, fun to launch it. And I got to tell you, this reminds me of launching my very first campaign. I don't exactly know why. I think it is similar in sales numbers to start off with. Like my very first campaign, which was interesting. Let me see. Roland says gimmick books historically were at least initially exciting on some merit for it to be foil or die cut covered. That's the thing too, is people don't realize it's like anything else. They'll say, oh, comic books, there's some that are worth, there's comic book worth $1 million. That's crazy. I'm going to hang on to all my comic books. And they think that all comic books will just eventually become worth something someday, which is not true. It's based around the story and a lot of other circumstances, but at its core, there has to be an awesome character in there or an awesome storyline or something that makes it notable that people want it. And then all the gimmick stuff comes into play and becomes more important. How many foily or whatever comics from the 90s that were selling like gangbusters at the time, now they're not worth anything because they just overprinted them like crazy. Yeah. Function over style is generally the case for branded apparel. Yeah. I mean, it's just simple t-shirt. I like that. Made a video with Donald DeLay today. That was kind of fun. So I might poke some fun at more people. I think I have to limit how much I stream. This is again a point. If I'm making regular videos, more people are going to see it, at least if I'm posting frequently. If I'm streaming frequently, it's a little bit less so. But I don't know. What I want to do is put together a trailer. I've been meaning to do that. I don't have the music for it yet, but we're going to do it because I think selling the story of Dracula, letting people know what this particular story is about, would help. So I think that's a good project. Let's see, Roland. Does Cecil know NPR ripped off cash grab? Yeah, they're literally just doing a cash grab. Where are they at now? Oh my goodness. The price is going up. We're gonna take credit for this. Because why not? We just will. They're at 1,200. So let's see. That's it on Microface. On Dracula, this is what I'm seeing everywhere now. It's everywhere. Everyone's talking about Dracula, and I've been posting Dracula responses to every one of these. Look how many people are interested in this. This is one of those tweets that you put out that doesn't make any sense at all. Or it's like an attempt to try and lure people in to start a discussion. It's like when you first start learning, oh, you can use social media to market things, and you don't know what you're doing, so you just ask random questions to the ether that don't really get people talking. That's what this reminds me of. But they have like 27,000 likes, almost 5,000 retweets. My goodness, people are interested in it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Vampires are popular. Actually, I had a discussion earlier today too with not really a coworker, a guy I know. And we were talking about Dracula, and he was telling me about how much he loved vampire stories. He wanted to read this, and he thought that vampires could be X, Y, or Z, what he would do with the vampire story. It's so crazy to me. Could you imagine building, it's not a character, but like a genre of creature, of monster, like zombies, making zombies what they are today, what they're known as. That is a massive achievement. Vampires, same thing. Werewolves, those have been, I don't know who did werewolves. Those have been around for so long. I'm just not sure. Holding the auction through eBay instead of Heritage is really a sign of credibility. Yeah, it's a cash grab, and it's working because apparently there are enough people, there are enough whales listening to NPR that they care about this. So I don't know. It is what it is. What can I say? Good stuff. All right. I think that's it. I'm gonna look through some of these news things though, because here's what I'm thinking about future videos. Okay, I want to do one on how to get into Downcast. I'm gonna make it as though it's made for somebody that's never heard about me, never heard about Downcast. They just heard about it and it's confusing to them. That's how I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be like an informative video, sit on the couch video, and show the particular issues, publications, and how to read them and in what order, all that stuff. I'm gonna do one of those. That's not gonna get a lot of attention. Um, so usually what I would do then is look for, hey, we're gonna find something crazy and have a hot take on it in the news. So far in the comic, look, here's Fox 4 Kansas City. Let's see. Well, that's boring. This is not even an interesting article. That's all we have. Really? This is why, again, it's so difficult right now. You have to make news. 10 things from Captain America movies that people commonly mistake for comics canon. I mean, does anyone care? I don't care. Kevin Smith offering a chance to be character in his new comic book. Okay, actually, we could do this. We could be characters in Kevin Smith's comic book. That could be worth it. Have I ever said how much of a Downcast reader I am? Thank you, Snuggie. I really appreciate that. That kind of stuff right there is what makes me keep going. If you want, I can give you a little sneak peek of Downcast Volume 4. It seriously, the art is the best it's ever been. Erica's doing a chapter from it. I think I'm going to do that. Since you're here, I think it'll be fun. Unless you over-explain Downcast, it's a dense, verbose way of telling way as a joke. All right. As a way to troll Kevin Smith. Exactly. That's the point, to troll Kevin Smith. All right. Let me see if I can do this without doxing anything. I'm going to go to Discord. And if I was an artist, I could draw on stream. I'm not an artist. But what I do is I communicate with artists on Discord. Let's see. What can I show you? I have a run of pages. There are 8 pages that Notch has turned in. Eric has 3 pages, and I know he's pretty close on like 5 more pages. 4 more pages, excuse me. So we have some good stuff. I'm going to show you a couple pages. Let's try this. How do I do this without? Let's try this. Save image. We'll try it this way. So I'm gonna. I just don't want you to see. There we go. Let's do one with Joanne. I got some feedback. Ooh, here's a reveal. There we go. Save image. Got that one. All right, so we're gonna show you Nachos first. You see that? All right, let me get bigger. Here we go. So here's a page from Nacho. This is very low res. Just inks, obviously, not colored. And there is a scene. This is at the beginning. Monstro and Jax are sort of teaming up doing a thing, and Joanne is doing something else. So we have 2 separate little storylines going on here. Here's some of the art here. Nothing exciting quite on this page, but it's leading into a pretty epic fight that's about to happen that these cans on the floor are showing off. So that is one. Let me show you this one. Nope, that's the same one. This one. There we go. So this is Joanne wearing a dress. That was some feedback I got there. Like, hey, Joanne can't wear the same thing in everything. I thought, you know what? You're right. I want her to be recognizable from book to book, but in this case, it's beyond that. You know, it's so she's a reporter. Where there's going to be some continuity. You'll be able to tell it's Joanne. Obviously, Nacho's drawing her as well, but here's a reveal. This is one of the gods in Strata. If I don't want to spoil anything, but you've read the last one. You saw the oh my gosh, the giant buzzard guy. Well, here's another one. So there's some information there. All right, I can also show you some stuff that Eric did. So this is the way that's laid out. First, we have Nacho doing chapter 1 of volume 4. Then there's a flashback, and it's important because you have to learn about this alligator character in the past. So it's a flashback. The art style's changing. Eric Weathers is drawing it. And from there, let's see. I'm going to find it. This might take a little bit more digging. I got to find it. But here we go. Here's one. So this is page 1. Oh, can I do this? I'm going to have to save it again. Come on. Save. There's a page. Let me get you one more. I think. Already sent it to me. Come on. There we go. Let's do this one. That one's too good. Save image. I know this is intriguing. It's worth the wait. Okay. All right. So now we're going to open this one. Or just open it. No. Oh, come on. Is this one going to work? No. All right. So these files are large, I guess. So it's not going to let me open up Photoshop. We'll pretend it's a draw stream. This is how a writer draws. It's planning, you know. I'm opening it up. Opening up Photoshop here. There it is. I had to do some pre-press work. My wife's a photographer. She's got a lot of pictures going on in here too. All right, let's try this. Copy. And we'll go new. I'll just paste it in here. There we go. All right, there's one picture. Let me open up StreamYards again so you can see. There we go. So this is Monster. So this is chapter 2. I did it again. Chapter 2. I love this particular page because Monster is fighting these tentacles. He does not know where the body of this giant squid is. This is underwater, under the ocean in his past. And it's just ringing him like so good. I remember the script I wrote. It's bending his body into unnatural places. And yeah, this is it. Roland says, no, I haven't still actually read Downcast 3 yet. I've delayed reading because of the move. Yeah. I get that. I didn't spoil too much. You saw, I think in the campaign, you saw pictures of it. Why do you misinterpret my comics by adding words or changing their range? I'm sorry. I have a hard time reading on stream. It's just really having people listen and watch me is nerve-wracking. Nice. When is the launch? Not yet. We're just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep making the book. So that is what we're going for. Cover art and Downcast 4 campaign, still sad about missing that Downcast 3 cover. Oh, you mean like the original? So I'm so tempted, Snuggie, to show you. I feel like, should I show? I have the Matt Weldon cover. I got Matt Weldon to do a cover. It's literally right there in a drawer over there in a safety protector sleeve. I have not shown it anywhere. No one has seen it, and I probably shouldn't, but it is so cool. Show it. That's the thing. The beautiful thing is, if when I'm streaming, there's 7 people watching. To me, you guys are my 300. So I could show you. Just don't tell anyone. We'll leave it at that. Let me finish this though. Okay. Here's one from Eric. I got to show you 2 from Eric now. Let me get you the other one. Let's see. This is a continued fight scene. This is fine. Copy image. I'll just paste it here. So same scene. This is a page right after the last one you just saw. Again, more Eric Weathers speed lines. Look at that. Really cool stuff. So this script for this story could stand alone, and I was planning on making it its own thing. Like it was just going to be a separate Montrose story, but I don't know, getting things printed separately. I didn't want to make everyone have to buy different books and complicate things. So I just thought I put it in line where I want you to read it, because this is super important to the story. So it'll feel like a flashback. You're going to have the first chapter by Nacho, which sets things up. Second chapter, which gives you a few really important pieces of information. And then the third chapter was back to Nacho again to finish it off in the present. And yeah, you'll be able to see that. Good stuff. I'm super excited about that. All right, let me show you this cover. Hold on one second. It's so detailed. Let me do this. There we go. All right, here it is. There's a bit of a glare. Let me see if I can move this. You got Carver. I'm not going to tell you who that is. You might recognize Joanne here. There you go. It's so detailed. I can't believe it. Like, look at the scales on this guy. It does not do it justice. The tiny little pen work that he did is just, it's so detailed, so cool. What a great piece. So yeah, I get Matt Weldon because he's busy. So I get him whenever he's available. I say, well, I've got another book. Let me get you for a cover. So I get him. And yeah, he did great. I love that. You 7 people are my 300. Is that part of the new math I keep hearing about? Yeah, it's a Common Core math or what I don't know what it is. You get it. The math works out. I love it. Hey, Sci-Fi for me is here. Good evening. Let's see. Screenshot time. I mean, it's not high res, so it'll be fine. Nice. Gonna be up on the campaign. That's the plan. Just like usual. I'm always tempted to keep it, but honestly, I think getting it as part of the campaign, I'd rather be able to make the book than keep original art. So that's the plan. Old man Terror. You may have a large crowd, but the people you do have, or sorry, I'm going to say this again. You may not have a large crowd, but the people you do have actually support you. The success of Dracula proves this. 100% agree. 100%. And that's the thing. Like, I'm taking it back to Dracula over here. Every single one of these books is a risk. And I think that's why this one reminds me of Downcast 1, because I had done a crowdfunding campaign before Downcast 1. And it's like I spent my own money in making this card game, and I had a really hard time building an audience, and it didn't get funded, right? When it came to I'm going to crowdfund a comic book, and that was scary, and it was like trying to first save up enough money to be able to pay Nacho and get things rolling, and it just felt like such a big risk. And I launched launch day, and you guys were there and you funded it, and day one. And for the time, it was a big deal. I remember I was there. Everyone was talking about it. No, it wasn't some massive 100K campaign, but for me, it proved that I don't need to go to Marvel and DC to break into comics. And that's always the way that I looked at it. There were gatekeeper I could never get published, and it just felt impossible to get in to comics, to break in. And then here I am, regular Joe. You guys gave me the shot. You hired me. That's the way that I looked at it. Made that first book. It wasn't perfect. I still look back at it now though, and I'm very proud of it. And it was the origin, you know. And so it would, I don't know, it's just really cool. With Dracula, I took a much larger financial risk because I had the whole thing done. It's at the printer, but it's also a new story that people hadn't heard of. Or, well, I mean, you've heard of Dracula, but you haven't had my Dracula. You know, it's not, I'd already sold you on the IP. And so it's just, I don't know, it feels the same. And again, 24 hours getting $11,000, you know, we're still super early in the campaign. And I'm not expecting, you know, $100,000 campaign, but this means that it's sustainable. And I don't have to be, you know, whatever, like I don't have to be a superstar. I'm slowly building up. I cannot tell you like that. It feels so good. Um, it's very humbling. That's my spill. Yeah, super congrats on Dracula. Thank you. I'm really, really happy with where we're going on this. Well, the stream can go up to 720, so that can be high res screenshot. Ugh. Yeah, you could do that. There's gonna be it's okay, I think. That's okay. You could you could share it around a little bit. It might be fun. Ultimately, the logistics of a single original graphic novel is more affordable than a card game. You're right. I also didn't know what I was doing at the time either. And in fact, I'm glad I didn't get funded on that, because I think I would have actually lost money because I really did not know what I was doing. Regular Joe with the personality of a potato. I I use that story often in real life talking to people. So I for my day job, I work in a it's like a entrepreneur incubator lab. And as part of that, you'll have some people that work there, entrepreneurs that have really big businesses and they're doing very well and they're going to be moving out soon, but they're growing so fast. And you'll have other people that are just starting out and they're really trying to figure out how things work. And I actually went and spoke in front of a little high school class about it. I used to own a window cleaning business. I've started some businesses that did not go very well, but in part of that, in part of that process, in just talking to students, I told them that, you know, I started a YouTube channel and it's really small. It's not a very big YouTube channel. And it's been said that I have the personality of a potato, or I think it was potato salad. Was that it? Personality of a potato salad. Um, and yet it doesn't matter. It's still a useful tool. I don't have to be like a big YouTuber. And it was really actually cool because did you know like the most common, if you ask a Gen Zer what they want to be when they grow up, they say a YouTuber. That is strange to me. I don't understand that whatsoever. I don't get the appeal to being a YouTuber, but I guess that's what they see, and it seems really impressive to them. But their faces lit up when I said, "Hey, I am not good on camera, and yet I'm still using it to help me make a business." Now, I'm not quitting my full-time job or anything like that, but you know, the goal here is to make comic books in a sustainable way, and we're doing it. So it was just cool to see them leveling up each book. Thank you. It's true, man. Again, it's you are the ones that decide. You are the game makers or whatever. I don't know. The king makers. You decide who gets to make comic books. For a second, it sounded like you said original gothic novel. Yeah, which would be in your marketing kit for Dracula. That's a good point. You're in a think tank now. What happened with teaching and window cleaning? Um, so here's a secret. I never was a teacher. I don't know how that rumor got started. I never taught. I worked in higher education. Technically, I still work in higher education. So I was staff at a college. I was a trainer, and I had a very specialized area of training with ADA compliance and things like that. But I've always been doing a side hustle, and window cleaning was my side hustle. Like that is window cleaning changed my life because it just the economic freedom and learning how to run a business. So I stopped cleaning windows because it came down to, are you going to clean windows or are you going to make comics? And so I shut down the business. The window cleaning business has been making comics instead of that. I got a new job this past fall. I work in marketing at this incubator lab, which is still connected to the college. So it's still higher education, but I do marketing for the school. And part of that was just because of small business, because they're so into small business in this area, that helped me. And so I've done a couple things. I talked to some people that do crowdfunding. There's some guys there that, oh my gosh, they have really big businesses based on crowdfunding, but it's not, I mean, it's like outdoors stuff like blankets and tents and things like that, but they've got unique twists on it. And there are people, I mean, they're making so much money just off the crowdfunding, but on the back end, they're selling a lot. So, no matter, Meyer strictly said you have the personality of a potato. Okay. I love it. Dirty soda stands as the next side hustle. That would be an interesting business to be in. I still think, I don't know. It's hard to tell if people are actually interested in those. Honestly, I think it's just seeing something new. So this is what I did is I actually bought a lapel mic that will connect to my phone, and I have a Google Pixel, and this phone has been impressive. Like the video quality on this is great. So now I fixed the audio quality. As soon as I get that, I'm going to do more videos that are out and about and more visually interesting. And I think we can do some fun stuff with that. So I don't know. We'll see. Uh, anyway, I had a lot of fun with this kind of stream. I like this format. I just like talking to you guys that come and want to hear it. It's like there are 4 people watching right now. So small, but I seriously appreciate it. This to me that this is the fun stream. I don't know. I love it. I think we got. I don't want to speak too soon here, but I think we might have got another backer on Dracula. I could just refresh it and see, but it's an old habit now to check in my email to make sure. All right, I did. All right, new backer. Heck yeah. So let's refresh this. We'll do it the right way. Oh, I got to share my screen. No. Why does this have to be so hard? Share screen. There we go. All right, Dracula. Let's refresh this. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. 12,600 616 616. I like that. We're going to keep climbing. This is where we have officially entered the mid campaign, and we're going to keep pushing. I've seen estimates. I've done this enough times that I can estimate where the crowdfunding campaign is going to land at the end of the campaign. But I'm not sure, like how long it'll be in demand and all that jazz. We will see. So, yeah, all the money that comes from this campaign. The way that it works is I've got to basically refill my reservoir, my bank account, so that I can keep hitting payroll. That's the way that I've been looking at it now. I got to be able to keep paying artists to continue making pages. So that's the first priority. I've already paid for this comic book to exist, so I need that money back because that's my investment money. That's going to go directly to paying Nacho, to paying Eric, to make sure that they can keep drawing pages in Downcast. So I'm basically a book ahead. So it's kind of like you're funding the next book. Beyond that, I want to put a little bit of buffer. We still have to ship Fatal out, and the prices of colorists and the whole saga with colorists for that has been kind of intense. So I'm trying to make sure that there's plenty of money there. So I'm just keeping an eye on that. So I want to have a little bit of extra money there. And then yes, I do want to get paid. Dracula's been, I mean, uh, almost a year of production from when I started working on it and putting money into it. So man, it's gonna be nice to get paid. Um, John Caleb Thompson said probably mine. If you backed it, hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Roland said, from what I remember, Meyer's point of describing your personality as compared to a potato was how it didn't impact the success of Downcast. Exactly. That is the exact point that I made in talking to those high school students. That it's okay. Like you listen to your own voice or see yourself on YouTube. It's okay. Like give yourself a break. You're there to do the thing. And I'm hoping you keep writing and improving that the comics speak for themselves. Yes. Thank you, John. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Zach said that it was way back when he was, let me think about it. He was promoting, let me think. He was on Billy Tucci's stream, the Pop channel, whatever it's called, Pop XP or whatever. And he was promoting Expendables Go to Hell, and that's when he said it. You can stiff Eric Weathers. Oh no, man, he's doing the best art I've seen. Pot calling the kettle. Yeah, no, you're totally. And honestly, with Richard, he has always been cool to me. I don't talk a lot. Maybe you've heard of him. Like he'll do these really short email responses and stuff. We've emailed back and forth a bit. But he's always been cool. He's a character. What's Fatal? Oh gosh. It's so close. It's painful. It's very close. I need to talk to Charlie's what do they call it? An agent. He's an art agent that keeps him busy. I need to talk to his agent. that's the point I'm at right now. Not cool of Zach, in my opinion. It's what it is what it is. I remember it being meant as an odd type of compliment. Yeah, that's how I took it. That even without being a bombastic and super high energy, Clint was still successful. I know, and that honestly, I was thinking, I don't know if it would work outside of comics. I have been trying to help some other guys build a YouTube channel that is NFT related. I'm not super passionate about NFTs. They're relatively interesting to me, mainly because SJWs hate them so much. So it automatically makes me want to do the opposite. So I'm interested in it. But we've been trying to build a YouTube channel. It's been really hard. And I just told him, I don't think I have the personality to carry this in like the mainstream of YouTube entertainment. You have to be so high energy. I think it's a special, it's just a very particular thing. I don't know. Snuggie says it's called Fat L. It's true. Fatal looks fire. Yeah, it looks fantastic. I've got more pages to show too, but I'm trying to I don't know. It's like how many things do I keep? Who's Charlie? Does he have some terminal condition? I don't know if you're joking or not. You know Charlie is, right? Charlie's fine. His wife went through a very difficult medical time. She had cancer. It was pretty serious. She had to go through at least 2 surgeries. I think there were a lot more. I don't want to share everything because it's private, their private information, but it was a very, very difficult time. And now he's a freelancer and he works in he's under the gun basically always. So it's been difficult. He's sort of playing catch up. But he's really close. Again, I mean, it's so close. But Charlie's doing well. His wife is doing well. Talk to him. It's been a couple weeks, so I got to reach out to him again, see how he's doing. But that's what's going on with Fatal Fat L, whatever you want to call it. All right, cool. That was a fun stream. It feels great to get another backer. Thanks for backing, John. Appreciate that. And I don't know. We're gonna keep going. So we're funded. We're on track to be a successful campaign. It's low stress because everyone's paid technically. I want to be able to pay Donald a bonus And at $30,000, he will get a bonus. At $40,000, he will get a bigger bonus. And so we will see where it goes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to keep promoting it. Let me make sure I get these super chats or super. It might as well be. Old man says Meyer also said he wasn't impressed with Aaron Lopresti's art. Mr. Lopresti is a classic top tier comic artist. I'd support more of Zach's books if they were like Aaron's and less like French pastels. Yeah, Aaron Lopresti does great art. I've always though with many of the opinions that Zach's had on artists, like good art and bad art, I don't understand. Okay, I'm sorry, Roland. I told you I'm not good at this. Yes, you were a couple of shows with Mr. Snogans. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, time flies. I'm sorry, Roland. You know I love you. I'm a buffoon is what it comes down to. Forgot how fun it is to back books. I'm glad to hear Charlie's wife is okay. Yeah, she's well, and that's the important thing. No bonus for Eric Weathers. Well, I mean, it's not like there couldn't be, but I'll tell you, I'm not sure where to have to hit, but Donald was fantastic in knowing that I was pre-funding this before the campaign and taking on so much risk. He worked with me on his page rate to make that less risk for me. So I will always appreciate Donald for that. That was really cool of him. So we need to get it there because I do want to give Donald a bonus. Eric's awesome too. Clearly, that's why I'm got him doing all sorts of things. My bird brain is clearly stronger than Clint's potato brain. You're not wrong. I mean, don't give Eric one. Okay, we'll tell him. We will tell him no, Eric. Reading the chat is hard, guys. It's so hard. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. I'm gonna be back tomorrow with more videos. This is my kind of stream, honestly. I just want to do streams like this where we shoot the breeze. That's fun. So I hope you had fun too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.